All right, guys, Travis and Preston. So we just got to our first stop on our tour today. Actually, we stopped at the Hacienda. So right behind me is the actual courtyard of the Hacienda. It's not really in service anymore, but usually a Hacienda is used for, like, places that relaxation and things of that nature. I believe one of the governors actually used to use this many years ago. But like I said, right now it was, like, not say condemned, but just not in use. So as you can see, let me step out the camera. You can see the actual foreground of things that they still maintain it. So it's beautiful, and I'm sure it was very lovely when they actually used it. So right now we're going to actually walk inside to where you can still see how beautiful it is. All right, guys, so we just paid for I guess to come inside. So literally, as you can see, it's, had to be beautiful, because it's still beautiful even right now, even though it has more of a rustic look, feel to it. So we got iguanas. If my wife pan over here, if you can see closely, we got iguanas actually hanging out in a tree. So I think that's pretty dope. And that it's just kind of weird. Like, it's a weird looking tree. Like, it got some hanging little thingies right here, and I don't know what the hell. I mean, obviously it's branches, but it just looks funky. It just looks weird to me. So we actually, we're still part of the tour, but I wanted to do my own thing, give you guys a tour from Preston, even though I'm not the subject matter expert, but I still wanted to, actually get time to just talk to you guys, and thank you for supporting me. And make sure you hit that like, leave a comment, subscribe, recommend, please, trying to grow this channel. So we're gonna go back over to the tour group and see, can we link up with them. So this one was an actual bedroom. We can actually take a look. It's a very huge room. So obviously there's no AC, so they had huge windows. So it looked like they had a bidet, regular toilet, and just a regular tub and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So let's just keep moving. We're gonna go back out, see can we find our tour group. And we found them. So let's just catch back up.
If the mask starts becoming a little bit uncomfortable because the humidity, we can wear it like this as we walk. This is Uxmal in the archaeological site. At the entrance, a sink in here to cover everything, and then we can put it back. And for pictures, that's when we can take it out for a minute and then put it back. So this is the Hacienda Yaxcocoil. The name is spelled like this. YAX, which means green in the Maya language. ¿Quieres que lo traduzca en español o estamos muy bien en inglés? Está bien, preguntaba porque a veces para no molestar. Green, copo, COPO. That's the banyan tree or the rubber tree. Il, prefix for place. The place of the green banyan trees. Lugar de álamos verdes. Gracias. Because there used to be lots of them around the area, and this used to be all mansions with the best materials, the best architects and designers brought from Europe to construct them. It used to be rooms for resting. In this case, the front of the house used to be for tea rooms, game rooms, areas to have big banquets or feasts. Ahorita le explico lo que andamos viendo. And then all the backside used to be the bedrooms, now turned into shops, into a small pre-Hispanic gallery with some plates, Mayan plates, and also some some engravings on the stone, the stelas and gardens. And for instance, we're gonna get into the house and we're gonna see some of the pictures of the original family in there, and some of the original artifacts also, which remain in here. Entonces, ahorita vamos a entrar a la casa principal y lo que vamos a ver allá pues son objetos de la época, fotografías de la familia. Vamos a ver también por allá que será la decoración en pisos y paredes. Y pues les decía de que pues estas eran fincas muy ricas exclusivamente para la producción del enequén. Maybe this fiber name, you know it with a different name. Sisal. 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 See? Because the port, it used to depart the area, it was named that way. So the big packages used to be stamped with the port's name, Sisal, and the country, Mexico. So when it arrived to Europe, they thought it was a Mexican product named Sisal. Then they made it clear that it was called Henequen, Enequén, but everybody was just okay with call it Sisal. Just like today. Sisal, if you had a chance on your vacations now, it's a beautiful old town on the west coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. Okay. It looks, when you get there, like a little time capsule going back to an old village, but very, very colorful. So let's get in there, let's get inside.
Okay.
Vamos a entrar, por favor.
This is really beautiful.
Cuartos muy grandes, espaciosos para pues, poder interactuar con su familia o con los vecinos ricos de la zona. Big spacious rooms so they could interact with their own family, with friends or with the also wealthy owners of haciendas around the area. Techos altos, top or high roofs to keep the heat up, para que el calor se vaya para allá arriba. Large doors and windows, puertas grandes igual que las ventanas, to keep cross ventilation, para mantener ventilación cruzada. At that time, all these families, they tried to imitate European customs, as I was saying. En aquel entonces, pues trataban de imitar la vida de las personas allá en Europa, es decir, el camino. So for a lady, used to be having this big dress with a tight corset. Las damas usaban pues el vestido así con la crinolina bien amplia, el corsé bien entallado, pelucas, wigs on the body. So they say glamour first to show their economical power to the others. Primero el glamour para pues, mostrar el poder económico que tenían a los vecinos que corrían el mismo negocio, el negocio del enequén. For the gentleman also with a thick black suit with a wig and the big shoes. Well, imagine wearing that in the summer. Imaginen ese tipo de ropa aquí en el verano. Today I don't know how you find the temperatures. Good or hot? It's not so bad. El día de hoy pues es un día no tan caluroso, but imagine coming here when it's in 120 what do you use, Celsius or Fahrenheit? Celsius, around 45 degrees with the 80% humidity. Así es el verano, 45 veces 48 grados, humedad a todo lo que da, 80%. They will be melting at the time, but there was no air conditioning. Derritiéndose, pues la única ventilación que traían era la ventilación natural. They say that's why the best perfumes were imported from Europe to here. Así empiezan a llegar los mejores perfumes de Europa acá, para que con esa ropa, with all those clothes and all of that, they don't smell because sweat, para que la gente no se apestara, no estar sudando todo el día. Pues bueno, artefactos originales, original artifacts collected from all over the world, recolectados de diferentes lugares del mundo, pisos de pasta, paste floors, designed according to what the family wanted, diseñados de acuerdo al gusto de las familias. La decoración en las paredes, decoration on the walls, is not paper, is handmade. La pintura no es tapiz, todo eso es hecho a mano. In between 2 to 3 months to finish each room, de 2 a 3 meses para terminar la decoración de cada recámara. Vigas de chico zapote, the roof bigs made out of the zapote zapotilla o chico zapote tree. And some others use mangrove from the coast y otros usaban manglares gruesos que se traían desde la costa. Madera muy dura, muy resistente, very strong and resistant. Today they had switched this into the chandeliers into electric, but used to be oil operated. Los candelabros eran de aceite, ahora pues ya los adaptaron para tenerlos ahí con la luz eléctrica. La casa fue construida también en alto para que tuviera mejor ventilación. The house built on height, so it has better air circulation around. Entonces, este es el cuarto donde están las fotografías de las diferentes familias que han sido propietarias de este lugar. Pictures of the original families and some of the families who had owned in the past this hacienda. El actual, the actual owner, Miguel Faller, German family originally, de descendencia alemana originalmente. His grandpa started the project to restore. El abuelo es el que empezó el proyecto de adquirir la propiedad y empezar a restaurar. Luego su papá, then his dad, and now it's his turn. Y ahora pues él es el encargado. It's a family who are very wealthy, and if they want, they could bring an army of workers and get this done in just maybe 2 or 3 months. But he wants to get it done with the money they collect from the tickets and renting the place for private venues. Pues son tan ricos que les decía, pudieran en cuestión de meses tener todo ya como nuevo, pero del dinero que se recolecta de boletos, de la renta para eventos, sesiones fotográficas, de ahí poco a poco se va sacando para hacer las reparaciones o reconstrucciones del lugar. También vemos aquí adentro, these people back at that time used to sleep in beds, but with the heat very uncomfortable. Usaban camas, pero pues bastante incómodo por el calor. Tenemos entonces los hamaqueros de hammock hangers, van de esquina a esquina. Aquí podemos tener pues I'm gonna do the math. Up to 10 people in this room. Hasta 10 personas en su hamaca durmiendo en esta habitación. La hamaca es mucho más fresca, the hammock quite more comfortable, especially made out of cotton. And also when they have guests and there was no space, they would use the corridors outside with a big net to keep the birds and the bugs out. Si había fiesta y tenían huéspedes que se quedaban durante un par de días, un par de noches, usaban los corredores de afuera para poner un pabellón y así no entraran los insectos, aves o precisamente los mosquitos. Ahora, en algunas secciones de la casa, somewhere as you walk, the floor is not even. El piso está ligeramente pandeado, ligeramente hundido, ahí es un poco, allá, y cuando vayamos al otro cuarto también. There is a second house below our feet. Hay una segunda casa aquí abajo nosotros. More like a storage room, como si fuera una bodega, y era la casa de los empleados, the house of the workers. Los propietarios, the owners at the time, they say by keeping the workers down, mantenían a los obreros abajo to remind them the place they were picking, para recordarles de dónde los trajeron, so they never compare with the nice and wealthy, para que nunca se les subiera la cabeza de que vivían aquí en la casa principal y se compararan con los patrones que eran pues, los ricos y poderosos. We call it ese in Spanish, ordenamos, for swimming. Okay. Swimming. Okay.
Pretty cool.
If you're thinking, as well advices, si se quieren llevar allá a Merida a comprar una hamaca de buena calidad, andan más o menos entre los 800 a 1,300 pesos, las que les van a durar años. Son las de algodón o las hechas de derivado de anaquel. Pero hay lugares que tratan de pues, sacar el doble o el triple. If you are thinking on your trip to get a hammock for your home, for your yard, if you have a beach house, you want to take it, it will be about 1,200 pesos, 1,000 pesos, 1,500 pesos. made out of sisal fiber or cotton. That's the one which will last nearly forever. But sometimes they try to rip you off with the prices, especially the shops around the square. So that's the price as a family we pay for the ones we use at home. Esos son los precios que nosotros como familia pues pagamos cuando vamos a comprar las hamacas para la casa. This way.
Oh man, this is nice. This view is. Woo.
No, solo viene a checar igual. Viene a checar todo.
Wow.
Que todo esté bien, cómo van a ir con las ventas, los boletos, las preparaciones. Arriba y al medio. Arriba de la automotriz.
Disculpe la comida.
En la comida y los pagos. De todas maneras, al final, yo digo al final yo platico, pero para que sea.
So yeah, this is really nice with the pink flowers. Nice open field, like they used to play baseball over there or something.
¿Qué van a decir? Como somos serios.
Esta era la terraza donde se sentaba el patrón a checar el negocio. At this terrace, that's where the owner will sit down in one of those rocking chairs, en alguna de esas sillas mecedoras muy elegantes, to check out his business. The engine room is the one you see in the distance. Del cuarto de la maquinaria es lo que ven ahí al fondo. Una especie de motor tipo oruga, like a caterpillar engine, which crushes the leaves and extracts the fiber. Esta oruga, pues al moler las pencas de anaquel, extraía la fibra, then it was washed and it was set to dry into what today is HPO. Ya que la trituraba, se lavaba y luego se ponía a secar y luego se dejaba abierto aquí al frente. And then make 100 kilo packages or 200 pounds. That was the standard weight for them. Tenían su propio sistema de rieles. They used to have their own rail system. So from the production area, they get it close to the road para que del cuarto de producción se llevara en esos carritos cerca del camino, de la carretera principal, load up in trucks, subirlo a los camiones, then take it to the train station, después llevarlo a la estación del tren, and then thousands of tons of the fiber exported. Y de ahí pues miles de toneladas de esta fibra exportarlas a Europa. ¿Qué pasa? Porque les decía que el patrón solo venía aquí pocas veces. The owner used to be here just a few times within the month. Tenía un encargado, he had a second hand, which we call a capataz. Le llamamos el capataz. That entire block, which today has become the school, the local school, toda esa cuadra que va allá en la escuelita primaria, used to be the house for his helper. Era la casa para su ayudante. He could have animals, he could do other type of crops. Él podía tener diferentes sembrados en sus patios, criar animales, sin meterse con el enequem, but not producing sisal, because then he will be competition and he will be the really bad guy of the story. Entonces el capataz era el verdadero malo de la historia. He'll be the one picking up someone from thousands of workers. Agarraba y elegía a alguien de los cientos o miles de obreros, torturaba, torture, killed, o mataba. So the other guys just keep working and working and working hard, para que los demás pues, se mantuvieran trabajando duro para pues incrementar el negocio. Y cuando el patrón llegara, so when the owner gets here, look boss, I made all this production for you. Mire cómo hice trabajar a los obreros y logramos toda esta producción. Era una hacienda muy grande. This used to be a huge hacienda. So it had a double engine. Tenía doble cuarto de máquina. A la derecha y a la izquierda, left and right. E inclusive no tanto prestar, rentaba, he would lend its machines when it was possible to smaller haciendas so they could complete their production. Rentaba su maquinaria a las haciendas menores para que pudieran sacar también su proceso de producción. Dígame.
So, okay, so I guess I was mistaken. So I thought somebody told Haciendas was like places where you come for relaxations and stuff like that, but it looks more like mansions for the rich. So, and you say that was an old Hacienda. That's interesting.
So, well, amigos, from here, we're gonna go downstairs. Vamos a bajar tantito. ¿Y qué les parece unos 20 minutos? Is 20 minutes okay for you to get some
Sí.
pictures? Unos 20 minutos para explorar, tomar fotografías. We are not meeting when we came off the car. No vamos a vernos en el estacionamiento. Yo en unos minutos agarro la camioneta. I'll park the car by the engine area, ahí en el cuarto de la maquinaria. The engine is complete. El motor está completo.
All right, so.
It stopped working in 1984.
All right, guys. So it's Travis and Preston. So what we're gonna do is that was a beautiful tour that he gave us. We're gonna wrap it up right here. All right, Travis Preston out.